So, shall we have a little bit of a recap of what happened last week? So, last week, our party, after completing a number of side quests, going to speak to Agatha the Banshee, clearing out Old Owl Well, removing the Orc threat from Wyvern Tor, headed back to the town of Phandalin with one criminal in tow by the name of Ultrin Krogodin. Upon approaching the town of Phandalin, Ultrin attempted to escape his bonds, trying to run from Ragnar, who held his ropes. Failed miserably and was captured. A small scuffle ensued where a cleric snuck up behind him and nearly killed him in one shot. And he decided to change his mind about running away when it got to that point. After a few conversations with the townmaster and with Ultrin was locked up in jail for the foreseeable future. Probably the time you were quoted was roughly a month, I think. So that's how that goes. You obtained your rewards from the townmaster, a sack containing 100 gold coins, and also a reward from Sister Garrely of a number of healing potions for your conversation with Agatha. Following that, had a trip and went over to see Old Man Edomath to vaguely ask him questions about vague things that was hypothetically here, hypothetically not. And you've worked out that you may be assisted by some form of druid that would hypothetically be around in the area, and hypothetically Lady Alderleaf might know more about it. After a long conversation, visited Lady Alderleaf, who told you of Radoth the Druid, an old, slightly eccentric druid that lived in the woods to the north of the Phandalin area. He's been around a long time, knows a lot of stuff, and might be able to assist you with your strange queries. Hypothetically, of course. Visiting your newly rebuilt sleeping giant to see it's not too bad, roughly repaired, and a nice place to stay. Staying there overnight before heading up towards the old ruins of Thundertree, where Lady Alderleaf had told you that Radoth was recently seen, or was heading to recently, for some unknown reason. The party travelled northward towards Netherwinter, veering off towards the east, toward the ruins of Thundertree, which you quite easily found. Upon entering the ruins of this old village, which you were told was destroyed by some kind of volcanic eruption many, many years ago, you found a half-orc barbarian engaged in combat with two pygmy-like demonic creatures, which didn't seem very happy to see him. There was a fight, you helped him out, and he reluctantly decided to ask to join you on your mission through the town for unknown reasons. You have not told him why you're here, and he has not told you why he's here. But you're working together nonetheless. Where we left off, our party had recently just finished dispatching another bunch of these strange pygmy creatures that had dived out of a bush towards them. And that's where we left off, and that's where we'll pick up now. So you guys, you've just finished your combat, you've had a bit of a conversation, you're a little bit meh. What do you want to do? I think there was talk of maybe doing a short rest.
Right. Well, it looks like we've managed to get ourselves clobbered somewhat. And this place seems to be crawling with little beasties. So I think we should back up and perhaps bandage ourselves and decide what we're going to do next.
Sounds like a good idea.
Support that idea.
Yep, I agree.
Oi, matey, you coming? Or you headed off down that way? He says to the orc.
Zatar looks down at him. You can see several cuts laying his body. I could do with the rest.
Yeah, it's best if we stick together.
Agreed.
Right. So, we just backing up, or are we going to use one of the buildings that we cleared up?
Yeah, I suggest we maybe head 10 minutes, 15 minutes down the road and not set up a camp, but maybe put up a campfire and just sit around the hearth for an hour.
What's wrong with the buildings up there?
I'm not too keen on getting ambushed by any more of these critters.
Well, we could possibly barricade the door or things, but
Yeah.
We could barricade it.
at least Have these things got windows?
Not really.
So if we did, then we couldn't see anything coming.
There are. So there's the intact building where you fought the ashen zombies. Does have some small slit windows.
So that one over there looks like it could be secure. Or I'm amenable either way.
I don't see we'll be any safer outside of town.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And if there's only one entrance, at least we'll know where they're coming from.
Okay. Well, there's two entrances in that place, as I recall, but it took the Yonok to get the door open on the other one, so it's probably mostly jammed anyway, so it's half barricaded at the back anyway.
Let's do that.
Okay, alright,
Okay.
let's head there. And Merrick just walks off.
So I'm gonna hang outside because I don't need to take a short rest, as I didn't use any of my spell slots. So I'm just gonna hang out and keep watch outside.
Okay. Ragnar will hang around with you as well.
Okay. Well, I will make use of my second wind.
Oh, you
Yeah,
already used it? Had you not already used it?
Nope.
Okay.
Which...
Zatar heads through to one of the back rooms, not filled with zombie corpses, and props himself up against one of the walls, puts his large greatsword down next to him, and kind of lays it across his lap, and just shuts his eyes.
Now we use the action surge, not the second wind.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
So I will park myself so that anything that comes through, I will shovel the zombie bits into a pile so I'm not sitting on a zombie.
I mean, Zatar sees you like, this room's clear, you know.
But
And
I
there's
want
no
to sit
ash
near
in
the
the
door
air.
and I don't want to sit on a load of bits.
Whatever.
Gina, you have prestidigitation, right? If you want to assist me, we'll clear out the room really quick of all this ash and put it in the other room.
I disagree with this. He's already sat down.
Why would we want to do that? It's not like we're going to stay.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Breathe in this ash for the next hour. I'm going to stay out here in the fresh air. I did want to take an opportunity whenever I was alone with Ragnar to mention Gilran, but with him not being here, I'm not going to do any kind of expose there. So he probably just gets upset and shuts me down.
I'd rather talk about it right now, if that's alright. He says,
Yeah, I figured as much.
in his Chainsmoker gruff voice. So you all take an hour, you rest, Mooney and Ragnar keep a lookout on the surrounding area. Roll your hit die now, if you haven't done so already. You should be good to go. Zatar's rolled 1 and he got 15, yay! See, I always get really good rolls on other people's characters. I never get good rolls on my characters when I play games. It's not fair. So an hour passes. Mooney, can you give me a perception check, please?
No, I'm so bad at these.
Okay. You keep an eye out around the surrounding area, looking for any signs of movement, any strange sounds. You don't really catch anything from where you are, though.
Fair enough.
Do I lose the mage armor with the short rest or?
Mage armor lasts for 8 hours, I believe.
Okay.
So you should be alright. Too much. One of the things that one of the sorceresses in my other game is they just cast it every morning, just by default, and then they've just got the buffed AC all day. So if that's what you want to do, you're welcome to do so. Because it just takes a charge from the staff that you already gain anyway.
Okay.
Just a suggestion.
I was just going to say that I'm casting from the staff, so I kind of want to those spells.
Yeah. No, mage armor being cast from the staff is just the normal 8-hour mage armor. Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
I take it we can chat and things whilst we're having our rest.
If you should wish to.
Yeah. Does anyone have any idea what those little goblin thingy, whatever they were?
Would I know if these things, because you mentioned that they turn to ash and that they are a bit resistant to fire. Would I know if they are like magically created or summoned or something like that? Because, I mean, I don't know if this is a thing that normal creatures in the world usually do.
You can roll me an Arcana check. And if Tara, if you want to roll a religion check for the same thing, you are welcome to do so.
I will.
Being a tiefling,
Ooh.
you might have a little bit of knowledge on this. Okay, you guys, you're not too familiar with this. However, you get the feeling that these creatures were probably some kind, were either demonic or devilish in nature. Creatures not necessarily from this area of this plane, that when slain, most likely returned from whence they came.
Oh.
So, yeah. Good. It's good. It's okay, Minnie. It's fine. Keep doing it. It's good for me. So yeah, you're not too sure. They might be demonic. They might be devilish. They're some kind of fiend.
Right.
That
So
would
what-
explain the fire thing.
So somebody or something pulling these things through for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't know how they get here. Only that's probably what they were.
Yeah, that's one of many explanations, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's potentially someone might be summoning them, or they were already here.
well, didn't Lady Old Leaf see that the druid bloke was looking into something? Well, maybe this
Very
is the
bad.
something.
It could be.
We can ask him about it when we find him.
Yeah, but my point is whatever's at the heart of this is probably what he's looking for.
Can I sense another one of those gems nearby or not?
Make me an Arcana check.
Another, okay. Oh.
You can definitely sense the aura, but you have no idea whether it's a new one or just the fact that you're carrying two of them
Okay.
with you already. It
Okay.
is no stronger. You don't feel it any stronger or any less than you would normally do in the current, like if you were camping, for example.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought briefly that it might be another gem, but to be honest, I can't tell. So
Right, well, I turn to the orc and go, well, as you heard, we're looking for a druid. What you doing here?
My reasons are my own.
I suppose. Too
Are you
much to
looking-
expect to get a decent answer out of an orc.
Half orc, midget.
Let's not push any buttons, Merrick.
are you looking for the druid too?
I'm seeking something, but I know not of a druid.
Well, we would be happy to accompany you on what you're thinking if you would just, take a quick jaunt with us over here to find Radoff.
I will assist you in your search. But I know I'm searching for something here. But I won't know it till I find it.
All right. Well,
That
yeah,
wasn't-
you could still hang with us.
It's
Merrick just
appreciated.
goes,
Zatar just gets up and walks over towards Merrick. Do we have a problem?
Hey,
I've done nothing to you.
no, but I've learnt not to trust orcs, and
I am no orc.
to date, what?
I am no orc, dwarf.
Yeah, at least half of you is.
Spits on the ground and walks out.
You know, Merrick, whatever orcs did to you, you can't be angry at everyone who looks like somebody else who made you angry. If I got angry at everyone who laughs at my hate, I would hate everyone.
Yeah. And what experience have you got with orcs then?
I mean, this is the first time I've left Daggerford, so not much.
Well, let me tell you a few things about orcs. Now, I'm up from the north, right in the mountainous region. And
Right.
they have been attacking our strongholds and butchering my kin for hundreds of years.
Well, but they are not the same orcs as the ones in here.
Yeah.
How
To be
many
honest-
dwarves have killed
And
other
you saw
dwarves?
the other orcs back there who were just raiding and killing people. In my experience, that's what orcs do. They
Yeah.
raid, they kill, they pillage, they steal.
Yeah, and they
Merrick.
also carry stuffed toys. I still feel kind of guilty about it.
Merrick, what do you think most of my race does?
I don't actually know much about your race, to be honest.
A lot of my race can be construed as evil.
Well-
And same way you see your orcs, people see me as like that.
It's my understanding that people of your heritage are not usually of that heritage by choice.
Do you think he wanted to be a half-orc?
Yeah.
Spoke a bit.
Shall we say, half orcs usually live with orcs.
He
And-
isn't living with orcs.
Yeah, well.
How do you know he's ever lived with orcs?
Alright, I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't.
You know, in this last fight, he took quite a beating for us. I mean, he could have just left and, you know, go find whatever he's looking for while we were keeping everybody else busy.
Yeah. Alright, maybe I just go on what I know. Maybe I'm wrong, but. Yeah.
I mean, after what happened with Ultrin, it's normal that, you know, we really shouldn't trust any stranger on the road, but, you know, let's wait until he actually does something wrong before we start yelling.
I haven't yelled at him. I haven't accused him of anything yet. I just said I don't trust him, and I don't.
Well, but it's kind of impolite to go around telling people that you don't trust them. Like, hello, I don't trust you.
Yeah. Alright, I'll apologise. Stalks.
Wow.
Where's he
Ragnar
gone? Oh, there it is.
literally right in front of you. Ragnar says, "Alright, you ready? You had your nap. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Alright."
Alright. I'm being unfair. I don't know you. And maybe I'm a bit prejudiced against your birthright or whatever, but. Yeah. And I walk off.
Zatar just looks at Mooney like, Is he always like this?
No, he hasn't ever apologized.
Strange.
Maybe he's growing as a dwarf.
I like you.
I clap the half orc on the shoulder and say, "Don't let him get to you. He's moody."
So he's moody. You're Mooney. Is he
Precisely.
moopy?
Mopey, more like it.
I resent that. Let's go. As Ragnar
You
walks off.
misused resemble. It's resemble, not resent.
Just gives you the eyes. Walks off.
Merrick's just stomping along being grumpy.
Apparently into a bush. So as you tread down this path, to your left-hand side, which is to the right on the map, is a very thick, very dense thicket. Heavy, thorny bushes, and the odd tree pops from the canopy. And this is a incline heading. So the further you get away from you, the steeper it gets. It's not a huge incline, but there is an incline there, and you can all see just over the thicket and the bushes. You can see just the top of a broken tower jutting out. You guys continue along down the road for a little bit. You see another.
I still say we shouldn't go too far into the town until we know what's behind us, but no one seems to listen to me.
What do you mean behind us? That's where we came from.
Never mind. Do what you're gonna do.
No, lead on.
As you head further down, you see another few ruined buildings. You have one just here, broken, dishevelled, tree poking out from over the top of one of its ruined walls. You see the road below you splits off in a fork, one heading further south, one curves round further towards the east. You can see some more ruined buildings down that way as well.
The point I'm making, Mooney, is before we go down that path, maybe we should see what's in the building so we don't have something behind us. I mean, you ran off and we all get separated. These things aren't that tough, but they get you from all sides and they're nasty little buggers.
Well,
tell us where to go.
Well, I think we should check things behind us before we go forward, so...
there isn't anything behind you.
Well, I just have a peer... yes,
You've been through all the buildings.
So I just peer into the thing, see that there's nothing there, and then move on.
Okay, as long as you would like to assume there's nothing there, carry on.
Well, all right. I am going to stick my head in the door and see if there's anything in there. And can I do a perception check, please?
You may do a perception check. Mooney, you can give me one as well. So, Merrick, you have a look around this building, and you can see what looks to be inside the ruins of possibly a old shop. You can see a few old wooden counters charred, a few piles of ash around, though no figures and corpses. You see a collapsed bookshelf or some kind of thing off in the far corner. And as you have a poke around, you have a look about, and you can see what appears to be a bit of metal just sticking out a little bit, just catches the light as you look at it.
Okay. Hold on a moment. I think I see something. I just want a quick look. Just hold up a moment. So I shall... Do you want to ping where it is and I'll move over to it?
It doesn't really make a difference. So you move over towards you go over towards it, and kind of as you clear some of the rubble, you see what appears to be a small box.
All right.
Probably not much more than yay big. Obviously, that means nothing to you guys because I could just be, I don't know. It's a small like jewelry box type thing, but a bit bigger.
Right. Well, yeah. Give it a poke with a sword. If nothing happens, I pick it up.
It's a mimic and it eats your sword. No. So as you look, you pick it up, and it appears to be a locked chest, a small lock box.
Right. Well, there's nothing in here but this box, so I can't see anything. Right, I found a box, but there's no more beasties. I'll come out and I'll show people what I found. Yeah.
And we don't have anybody to open it.
I could smash it open.
Yeah, is it frail?
It appears to be sturdy wood, with like with metal hinges.
Yeah, Zatar, do you want to take a crack at it?
Wait, could I use my tinkering tools to try to, undo the lock? I don't know how to say it.
With disadvantage.
You could make a tinkering check with disadvantage to try.
Okay.
Yeah. You could do the hinges.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it. So Ginny, you get a few of your small tools out, and you know a little bit about how locks work. You've seen Ultron do it. It can't be that hard, really, can it? And you spend about a minute fiddling away, and then you hear the lock click.
I didn't know you could do that, Gina.
I didn't know that. That's good, that.
Friend, I'm a gnome. This is what we do.
So you open up the chest, this small lockbox, and you find the remains of what appears to be the store's treasury. And you find a box containing. Let me just do the math on this. So, 120 gold pieces. It's all in copper and silver and gold. Right, I can't be bothered with all that. You can just have gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's a nice little find. A bit
I
unexpected.
wrote
but
it in group loot.
Cool.
Yeah, you may as well take the box as well.
Yeah. If we find another of those gems, we can use the box again.
Indeed. You do notice, though, Gina, as you unlocked it, you get the feeling that the lock probably won't lock again. Whatever you
Wrong
did,
tools
you
for
got
the
through.
wrong job.
You got through the lock, but you got through the lock.
Oh.
Less of by unlocking it, but more by disabling the mechanism that held it in place.
We could probably discard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I dropped Corey a message and he goes, "Are you not joining us tonight?" He goes, "Tonight, what's occurring?" He's
Well, Ragnar's being killed, clearly.
I literally went to the pub with him last night and he said, "Are we doing dinner tomorrow?" I went, "Yeah." That boy. Anyway, so you've got your gold, you've got your little chest. So down to the south of where you are at the moment, you can already see this. Again, like I say, you see the path splits off down towards this way. You have some ruined buildings, but down this way you can see what appears to be the cusp of a slightly better weathered building, more intact, similar to the old inn that you found just to the north of you in town.
This is where we encountered more ash creatures, I'm sure.
That is, you did encounter the ash creatures there, yes. So I very quickly
Well,
fixed the doors.
If there's any big guy who's in charge of all this, he's likely to be in Yon Tower. So I think I would like to look at the buildings below that and make so that if we upset him, he can't call them all in from them and then we can't get out.
So, where are you going?
Yeah, I suggest we go this way first. Does everyone agree?
You have the fighting experience, I'll bow to that.
Well, I've got fighting experience, but like I said, I'm new to adventuring. Ragnar, you're the veteran. At least I think you are.
You could say that.
Is this tactically well?
I think
does
you're
this make sense to you?
I think you're overthinking things. I'm going down here. And he just walks down.
Alright, I changed from covering Merrick to covering Ragnar.
Zatar follows behind. So as you approach this building, you can see it is definitely far more intact than the buildings that you approached before. Even more so than the ruined inn that you came across before. You can see this building has several windows, but they are all covered with heavy metal shutters. The door seems reinforced at the start with iron bands.
Well, this place looks worth looking at. I think. Would you agree? Let's go and see
Almost
if we
like a
can get
prison.
Go and try the door.
I assume to the south here is more the like dense brush that you can see through.
Yes, this is you can. Yeah, this is the more of the dense thicket. So
I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but like keep my back to it.
Okay. So Merrick, what are you doing?
I'm trying the door.
Trying to open it.
Yeah. See if it's locked. See if it's stuck.
It is well and truly locked.
Actually, properly locked or just stuck.
You're not sure.
Oh,
It's
I'll
difficult to
give it a
tell.
bit of a shoulder pad. See if I can get it to move.
Make me a strength check.
Okay. Oh,
You-
shit, that's a saving, sorry.
It's
Never
fine.
mind.
It's the same stats. It's actually slightly less, actually.
Well, it's because of proficiency bonus.
Yeah. So you slam against the door. It rattles but doesn't budge. Zatar moves up next to you. May I?
Yeah. Feel free.
So Zatar walks up to the door, and he knocks. Hello? Anyone there? A few seconds. What do you want? Who are you? What are you trying to break down my door?
Oh, shit, sorry. I didn't realise it was so... Who are you?
I asked you first.
I'm Merrick Mithras Battlehammer. I'm looking for what? Radoth? Radoth?
Why are you looking for Radoth?
Lady Oldleaf said that he might be here, and Old Man Edelmas said he might be able to give us a hand.
You see a shutter opens up in the middle of the door, and you see a pair of beady old eyes poking through. You can quite you're tall enough. Merrick, you can see a pair of around the eyes are very old, very wrinkly. Olderleaf sent you.
Well, she said that Radoth was looking into something here, and we're trying to find him.
Oh, you found him.
Oh, there's a lot of beasties around here. I didn't expect there to be anyone here.
Well, you... Do you see, like, shutters, locks? It's a bit safer in here.
Yeah?
I suppose you want to talk, don't you?
Sorry about the door. Yeah.
Wait there. And you can
I
hear...
call out to I think we found him, lads and lasses.
you've-
Sorry.
You hear several slats and bars and locks being undone from the inside as Radoth, who you assume is Radoth at least, opens up the door. You see a older man. From your assumptions, just in terms of group, you probably put this man at about 60 years old, probably older, wearing long, dirty brown robes, very tattered at the bottom, long, scraggly grey hair that kind of spreads over the back with a bit of a bald patch on top, clutching a gnarled wooden staff. He is also indeed human. He says, "Oh, come on, come in. Don't track mud everywhere."
I make effort to kick the mud off of my boots.
Merrick's still looking a bit sheepish at trying to barge the door. It's very diligent in cleaning his boots.
I clean my boots as well.
So you'll come in. Shut the door behind you.
Right.
So yes, I'm Radoth. Why? I'm in the middle of something. What is it you want?
Do you sense a dark presence? One that's maybe a bit stronger now?
You see, he waits for a second. He puts his finger, licks his finger, puts it in the air. Who are you? He
Alright,
looks
he's
around
not
to-
related to this.
Well,
What are you
We're
doing
kind of a-
here?
a party of, well, I suppose the term's adventurers. Well, we found something nasty, and we were told that you might be able to tell us about. Then I look at the Zatar and shut up.
You look at.
No, it's not to do with him. It's just we've only just met him, and I'm not sure that.
Well, you want my help, right?
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to help you if you don't tell me what you need help with.
Well,
Zatar looks like, oh, fine, I'll leave, God. And he walks out.
I turn to everyone else and go, well, I'm not trying to be rude, but we've only just met him.
It matters. He could easily be a spy. It's fine.
Yeah, this is important.
So, out with it.
Right, Gina, you've got the key. Could you have a look at the thing in this box? We kind of need a bit of advice about it.
Yeah, I hand over the key.
So you hand over the key, take it out of the box, and you take the shattered gemstone from its little hidey hole. And, let me take a look at that.
Gingerly go, yeah, that, do you know what that is?
He grabs it from your hand and looks at it. Where'd you get this?
Underneath.
We found it.
Yeah, kind of in a big creepy hole with a big thing with one eye. Not a cyclops,
Nothing.
A knock.
Nothing, yeah.
I guess that makes sense. He just chucks it back at you, Merrick.
Fucking hot.
Dwarves, so dramatic.
Know what it is. I don't.
Yep.
Are you gonna tell us, or
I could do. But first you're going to do something for me.
oh, really?
Of course we are.
Nothing's free in this world. You see, I trust you encountered some lovely little folk as you came through this village.
Well, that's not the term I'd use. And there's not as many as there were now.
Gina is a lovely little folk. That what we experienced was not lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank
whatever.
you. Really.
I came to this area not long ago, for I sensed some strange presence here, and I think these pygmies are a symptom of the issue here. You've seen the big tower, yes?
Yeah.
The source of the dark magic comes from there. I tried to investigate, but there's something up there.
Something.
Big.
Can you hold on a moment? I should
Can
probably
you describe it?
get Zatar.
Yeah, this. Yeah.
Big. Had glowing red eyes. I didn't get a very good look at it before I ran away.
The moment I hear glowing red eyes, I stop and go, right, well, it's kind of a thing with glowing eyes to do with the creepy thing.
I think the creepy things had nothing but glowy eyes around it.
Hey, well,
You seem like a capable bunch of adventurers, relatively. Go drive it off, get rid of it. I don't care what. Just get it out of my forest. And then I'll
Alright,
give you the answers you
now-
seek.
Yeah, would you come with us?
No.
Well, we need to know that we're taking out the thing that you got scared of.
Oh, you'll see it. You'll see it.
yeah, I go and get Zatar and, like, hey, sorry about
Can I
that.
insight this guy?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check. He seems a bit strange, a bit eccentric, but nothing that you can tell hints that he's telling you a lie.
Radolph, you will have my word that we will come back here victorious in destroying this huge red-eyed beastie.
I don't need your word. I just need you to get rid of it.
Do you need some kind of proof, or?
I will be out, and I will know when it's gone.
Oh. That's nice.
Have you experienced anything else around here? Anything that we should maybe worry about?
Apart from these strange little demons running around, no. I will tell you, you're not the only ones here. I felt a presence. Not a day's passed. On the far side of town. Strange men wearing hooded robes arrived. I've kept my distance from them so far.
I take out the drawing of the pincer shape on the insignia of the guys that we've been fighting, and I show it to him.
Yes. They bore that
At this
sign.
point, assuming Zatar is willing, I'm going to return with Zatar.
Zatar ignores you. As you say, ask him to come here. I'm fine out here, thanks.
Well, I just thought you might want to meet the
I'm
druid and
fine
find out.
here.
He's here, you're looking for stuff, maybe he knows.
I'll be fine. But yes, Mooney, he does indeed confirm that he has seen that insignia.
Well, this bodes ill. They seem to have been a thorn in our side for quite some time now. Or maybe we're a thorn in their side.
I feel that it may be the latter. I'll explain more upon your return.
More enigmatic quests. Well, let's head out then.
It is what you adventuring types do, is it not?
Yeah. Just a moment. Like,
Yes,
You think you know something about the blokes with robes, right?
I do.
Do you think they're part of the same lot as in the tower, or do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Okay.
You'll find out soon. Now be gone. I have a stew to make. Would you like some?
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Oh, if you come across any fresh veg on the way back, I could do with some carrots. And he then turns back to a little cauldron in the corner. He seems to be stirring something up. Now, God, shoo! You have a job to do.
I turn to Gina. Did he really want some carrots that we find on the road?
You know, I thought I had misheard, but since you're saying it, I must have heard right.
I don't understand druids at all.
Yeah.
And as you leave, he shuts the door behind you.
Are you sure he can really help us with this stuff? I mean, like, he told us about the guys, but he seems really incompetent.
I heard that.
It's the only lead we've got at the moment. Great. Well, do we want to check out the people with robes first? Are we going straight to the tower?
He seemed to think that he could give us extra information on them, so maybe we should do his business and then...
Well, I wish we had Ultron here.
Alright.
Who's Ultron?
Don't worry about it, Zatar.
Alright.
Okay, so we have a plan?
It looks like there's something nasty in that tower that is upsetting the druid, polluting the land, all that kind of thing. And he wants us to go and deal with it. You interested?
Alright,
If it,
hear me out.
if it harms the forests, I agree.
So, we have...
I'm rather
Two of the
surprised at that,
gems.
sorry. Didn't mean to.
And... You're right. The gems... We can almost assuredly know that the guys with the pincer insignia, they can sense these gems. So what if we open the boxes, both of them, near the tower, but don't go in it yet, and maybe draw out the pincer guys into the crazy red beastie thing? Is that a thing, or am I dreaming?
But what if the crazy red beastie thing is up there doing?
Well, it's not such a bad plan drawing them to us, but I'm not sure I'd want... Well, when the two sides get together, are they going to join forces, or are they going to fight?
And even if they fight, we
that's
could
what-
get caught in between. I mean, opening the boxes and closing the boxes securely, it's not something we can do in a second.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I guess we'll proceed on cautiously until we find this red beastie thing.
Yeah, I think we need to have a look there. I'd like to check the ruins, but kind of to the south of the tower a bit before I walked up there, because that's it. Well, I do.
Yeah.
Well, no reason to stand on ceremony, Merrick. Go at it.
Okay. Well,
Oh, so you're going that way. Okay.
all right. Well, if you're, yeah.
Just you go. I follow.
Okay. So again, I'm sticking my head in the door. Perception check.
Give me a perception check. This house, or what possibly was once a house, is complete rubble and ruin. Not a single aspect of its interior remains. No furniture, no marks. The forest has begun to overtake this quite dramatically. Possibly because it sits on further the outskirts of the village.
But most significantly, there's no signs of movement and no pygmies.
There doesn't seem to be anything in here.
Right. Okay, right. That seems to be clear. Let's head back the other way. Yeah.
So as you move further down the path, you can see one, possibly two buildings in front of you. Sorry, to your right. Again, quite dilapidated, ruined walls. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount to them. You can see to the left a winding path ascending up the hill, weaving around the thicket. So you can see up to about here, but for example, you can't really see this area here too much because of the thicket obscuring it. But you can definitely see a path heading upwards towards the tower.
Okay. Right. Again, I just have a quick look here, because that's to our back before we go up the path. So, Tar, you with me?
I'm watching.
Alright.
So you poke your head and look around. This appears to be an old, probably a house, possibly a shop. It's very difficult to tell, but this room is very dilapidated, very ruined. You can see a door heading off to another section around the corner.
Okay. Just a moment. I'm having a quick look through here.
So, Merrick, are you heading into that room?
Well, I'm looking into the thing. Again, I'm looking for the pygmies more than anything else.
Okay. You pop your head in and have a look around, and you don't see anything in the room. However, Mooney, as you move forward and you kind of have a little bit of a look around, just to the left of you, you hear a rustle as several clawed creatures dive out of the bush towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out of the bushes along the left-hand side of all of you, 4 of these strange pygmy-like creatures dive out and start lunge towards you. And on that, I'd like you all to roll me some initiative, please. This music's far too happy. Now, bear with me while I roll 17 sets of initiative. Because I don't have to roll for my creatures, I have to roll for Satar. Roll for Ragnar. There we go. Okay, so Mooney, you're up first as this small pygmy creature dives out of the bush and lunges towards you. What do you want to do?
I am all too familiar with these little assholes jumping out of the bushes at me. So as soon as I heard it, I reached for my Book of Shadows and I pull it out really quick and I recite the incantation for Shocking Grasp and cast it on this one.
Okay, make your attack roll. That'll hit. Roll damage. 3. You reach out and you just grasp, basically pop your hand on top of the creature's head and you send a shock of electricity through its body. As it gets shocked a little bit.
And then I move over to there.
As you maneuver out of its range. Okay, is that everything?
That's it. It doesn't get any reactions this round.
No. Okay, so next up, it's this guy who's going to turn towards you, Nithari, and make a bite attack. Which I'm assuming probably misses. Or does it hit? 12?
Yep. 12 is my armor class. It hits.
And deals 5 points of piercing damage as it takes a chunk out. Just takes a chunk out of your wrist. Mooney, the one that you just skirted around, is not that one. The one behind Ragnar is going to make a claw attack against Ragnar's behind. Missing horribly as Ragnar is like he scratches his butt, and the creature just scratches his hand. No effect. Zatar is going to. Zatar is going to move forward towards Nithari and says, "Stand back, I've got this," and makes a greatsword attack against the little creature, which does hit, dealing 11 points of slashing damage. I love it. As he cleaves down the creature's body. And it squeals out in pain. The one next to you, Mooney, is going to reach out and attempt to bite at you. That'll hit. Dealing 5 points of piercing damage. Merrick, you're up. You've just heard this from behind you.
Yeah, damn little buggers behind me. Okay, I can go there. So I'm going to rush forward and clobber the one to my left as he's still up, or try to.
Okay, make your attack roll. That'll hit. Roll damage. You bring your sword down, you just slice the creature in two crossways, forming a nice cross pattern between yours and Zatar's attacks. As the creature drops to the ground and into flames. Nithari.
Well, I'll just move up to there.
You ran out of space.
I'm going to
Okay.
reach to the one on my left. I can touch that one, right?
Yeah, you can hit the one on the left. Yeah, it's within 5 feet.
I'm going to inflict wounds on it. Oh. Yeah, nice.
You reach out and it's you forget how short these things are and your hand just swipes over the top and misses. Is that your turn?
I will step back over here behind the people.
Okay, it will get a reaction attack against you for that, so it's going to swipe out with its claws towards you, missing horribly. The next creature is going to swipe away at Gina with a bite attack. I have a feeling 10 misses.
Misses horribly.
Excellent. Okay, your turn.
I am going to skirt around the dredge in front of me, and I'm going to try to put them all to sleep.
Okay. So,
I'm not sure how this works.
So where would you like to cast the sleep spell?
Around me. I mean, because it's 20 feet around, so it should affect all three of them.
Okay, 20 feet around you. Okay. Cast your sleep spell, and we'll see what happens. 33. Okay. So the dredge in front of you falls asleep. Can you just post a spell description for me?
How do I do that? Do I...
If you do it from the spells page itself, it should do a spell card for it.
Okay.
I love this spell. So it's 20 foot from you as well.
I hate to do this to you, Nathan, but can we listen to something else?
It should be cycling, but here you go. I've got that.
Thanks, bud.
That's alright. It was going on to that in a second anyway. I've just moved it forwards.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
That's fine. Let me just look at the spell quickly.
Now, if you watch enough streams, you get to hear that music an awful lot.
I don't have a huge amount of array of battle music. I will look to expand it though.
It says each creature inside a 20-foot radius here. I think she's good.
Each creature. So.
Oh, all of you as well? Shit.
Yeah.
So the one in front of you, Gina, just kind of slumps into a heap. So 33. Nithtari.
I have 14 HP, yeah.
I didn't think about that. Oops.
Mooney, you're just on the outside, and since Nithtari is closer, Nithtari, you come over all tired, and you think it's a really good time to have a nap as you curl up on the floor and fall asleep. Is that your go, Gina?
Yep.
I love that spell.
As it's asleep, you could now move.
Oh, right. That's true. Thank you very much. I'm
This
going
is
to
true.
move away.
Okay. Okay, Ragnar was meant to go, but I missed. He's some reason I didn't put him on the initiative table, so Ragnar's going to go next. Ragnar is going to turn around, pull out his rapier,
Yeah, rapier.
igniting his crimson right on it, and stabbing forward towards the creature, dealing 16 points of piercing and acid damage as it just stabs into the creature's chest and bubbles with acid around it. Okay, Mooney, you're up again.
As part of the end of his turn, can I tell him to steer, to step clear of the monsters as he gets like a?
He can move around to here. That's about it. Mooney.
I'm gonna step.
Okay, you still with us?
Am I disconnected? Yeah, yeah.
You were breaking
okay.
up, but you sound right now.
Okay, good. Yeah, so I'm gonna step to here and use my breath weapon. It's a 30-foot line or 60-foot line.
That's cool. Awesome. They all need to make a dex save, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. DC 11. All
All
right,
of
so
them
they all
make
make it. So I'll
And-
take 5.
They will take 5 points of damage. Okay. That works.
Well, the one that's asleep presumably is an auto fail.
Possibly.
Well, how does it dodge if it's asleep?
It's also laying on the ground.
Well, I could have missed it too. It's not like.
I'll give it.
No.
I'll give it this. I'll give it the save. Yes, it should. Technically, it's an auto fail, but at the same time, it's also laying down, so it kind of works mixed out. So it's almost having advantage and disadvantage at the same time.
Right.
So you do strike it, and it wakes up. Strangely enough, the one on the end though melts into a horrible pile as the lightning. As the fire breath burns through him. He did. And he did. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll end my turn. Actually, I'm gonna use a bonus action to drink a potion.
Okay. Right. Zatar is going to move towards this one here and attack with advantage. Because it's on the floor. There we go. And he deals 9 points of slashing damage to this creature as it lays on the ground. He just impales it with his sword. It just wiggles around a little bit. Still alive, but squirming nonetheless. Okay. One next to you, Mooney, is going to turn around and go again for a claw attack as you just singed off the eyebrows he'd been working so hard to grow.
Yeah, well, he clawed me in the shin first, and a 12 misses
And he
by one.
misses. That's fine. Okay then. Merrick.
Okay, I'm going to go and clobber the one that's attacking Mooney, and I'm going to distract it. Well, probably. Let's see.
You got to hit it first.
I know.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to do... Huh. 15 points of damage, but everyone gets advantage against it.
You haven't rolled damage yet.
Oh shit, so, that's the wrong one. Yeah,
7
alright, that's
points of
crap
damage.
damage. 7 points of damage. Where did I get 15 from? Ignore me.
The attack roll.
Yeah. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Corey, nice of you to join us.
Hello, sir.
So remember we had that conversation yesterday, and you said, "Are we having D&D tomorrow?" And I said, "Yes."
I was slightly drunk.
You had 2 beers.
I was slightly drunk. I maintain.
Okay. He's a holder.
Merrick,
we're
is that the
dropping
end of
off.
your turn? I'll catch you up in a second, Corey.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll message you.
Is that the end of your turn, Merrick?
I will move up next. Actually, I will move round him to there.
Okay. Niftari. Ragnar. He's going. I'm do your go for you just for now.
No, I'm in. What?
With safe
Where
me
am
doing
I?
the explanation, so.
I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow. I'm assuming.
You don't have
You've
your
already got crimson
okay.
right on your rapier
So this is why I
Why
said
have I
I
crimson
will.
right on my rapier?
because
If
you
you-
were in close combat.
So you know what I said just a second ago about I'll do your turn for you, so we don't have to go through the explanation. It's your idea that I could do the turn for you and not have to go through the explanation. So you attack with the rapier, dealing 9 points of piercing damage, and skewering the creature and pinning it to the ground.
Does that include crimson right damage?
It didn't matter. It's dead.
Okay.
Okay. That was it. Let's go. Gina, you're up.
I am going to shake Niftari awake.
Okay, it takes it will take an action, but you you slowly shuffle up towards Nathari ears and just give her a little nudge. Like, wake up.
I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. That's why I stick to fire spells.
Nathari, you wake up a bit groggy. You had a lovely dream about setting things on fire. Anything else, Gina?
No, because I don't want to get closer to the one standing, so...
Okay. Alright then, Mooney.
I look down into the Book of Shadows and I look at the horrible little Dretch and I say that you will feel the same lightning that your friend did, and I hit him with another shocking grasp.
Hit, make the attack with advantage. That'll hit, roll damage. Ooh. As you place your hand on its head, and after saying this, it flashes, you see its skeleton through it. It's very cartoony. It's as it shocks and judges in places you duck away. End of your turn?
Yeah, I run up next to Nithari and I say, I will never leave your side again, I promise. I'm so sorry that thing attacked you. Are you okay? And she's still sleeping, right?
No, she's
no,
awake
I'm
now.
awake. I'm fine.
Oh, okay, she's
Nithara, you're just looking a bit groggy. Gina's apologising to
Yeah,
you.
I'm-
You're not quite sure why. Mooney's run over saying if everything's alright. You're not quite sure what's going on right now. You're a little groggy.
I'm confused.
Well, in the heat of battle, I saw the thing attack her and then she fell down and I have no idea what happened, so I ran back over to her.
This is true. So, Zatar is going to move forward and miss as he swings his great sword down in a huge arc, forgetting just quite how small these things are, and it just sails over his head as he grunts. Not noticing, the creature is going to go for a strike against you, Merrick, with a lovely chompy bite attack. And misses, and it just clamps down onto your armor and like a puppy gnawing at a bone. It's your turn.
Right. I'm gonna clunk him then. Let's try and skewer that little bugger.
That'll hit. Roll damage. How would you like to do this?
As it goes, yeah, stick it through its mouth.
Okay. So, the creature, as soon as it finishes nibbling on your armor, it jumps back, and you just through its face, and it just bursts into flame around your sword.
Yeah. Horrid little things. I then go there and see if there's any more of them.
So, there we go. Out of that. Now try to.
I turn to Natari and say, "What happened to you? Why did you fall down? Those things, did they poison you?"
No, I just suddenly felt sleepy, and before I knew it, I was unconscious.
I'm going to look very sheepishly towards Mooney. That was kind of my fault. Sorry.
You
Next
cast a
time,
spell
cast
on
it
Natari?
away from me.
I don't really. I mean, enchanting thing is really not my thing. I usually stick to fire spells. I didn't think it was going to do that. I'm very, very sorry.
Yeah, be very careful. The power that we wield is very dangerous. I wouldn't test it on our allies.
I didn't test it. I just didn't think that would happen. And I mean, she was asleep. Do you feel rested?
Not very much. It wasn't a very long
Instant
sleep.
long rest.
You had roughly 6 seconds of sleep.
Yeah. Like,
Oh well. I mean, if anyone has insomnia, I can help.
Merrick did take the brunt of my vicious mockery before, so he can attest to being the test subject to our arcane spells. But I suggest, unless we know what it's going to do, let's not try our stuff out in combat.
Look, I usually set things on fire. That's my tried and true method. But it doesn't work on these things. I had to try something else.
Well, I'm proud of you branching out. It's nice.
Eric backs up and sort of is still looking at these things, going, "Well, hang on, how did that work? There's one in front of you, and then you got that one, and you got someone behind you. I mean, how does that work?"
You're not too sure. You just cast spells and things happen. It's an interesting thing, but it's a lesson learned for next time. And at that point, we are going to take our quick 5-minute break while I catch Corey up on what's been going on.
Okay.
awesome. I'll be right back.
Coffee time.
So, Corey, before your arrival, we went through the entire synopsis of what happened last session. The party explored the town more, found an old shop, found a little chest in it, got about 120 gold's worth of stuff, found a reinforced intact building, and encountered Radolf the Druid. Radolf the Druid told them, yes, he could help them out, and he had the information, some of the information they were seeking, but only if they would do him a task first. He told them of a strange, large beast with glowing red eyes that has taken up residence in the tower to the north of town, and he has requested that you slay it, drive it off, do whatever to it, and then he will tell you what you seek. He also noted a group of cultists that seem to have moved in on the far side of town. Only very recently, but did not have any further information to offer. And that's pretty much where it is. You were then travelling down the road when you were ambushed from this row of bushes here by 4 dretches. That is why you had your rapier out, because they attacked you in melee combat. So currently you have the Crimson Rite running on your rapier.
Okay.
You did not. There was a short rest. You only were 3 HP down, so I didn't do a hit die for you.
That's cool.
So you're down to 20, and during the rest, you obviously would have put the crossbow down, which is why you lost the right. So that's where we are. So I'm now going to get myself a drink.
That's cool, dude.
And yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
So how are the girls?
What's happening?
Nothing. I was just asking how you two are doing.
I'm
Oh.
fine.
Little stressed out, but I'm doing fine.
What's life without a little stress?
I know.
Happier?
I'm pretty stressed for you right now.
We're back. So just waiting for Charles. So, okay, so that's that, and that's that. Perfect. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
And don't worry, Mooney, Vince. I will look for more combat music soon. I have some ideas, some stuff to throw in here. I'm just a massive fan of the game, and I love the music. And I make no apologies.
I request the Pirates of the Caribbean theme tune. That'd be awesome. Come on.
That would be
In
awesome.
the Pathfinder Skulls and Shackles, it's like a pirate themed campaign. I was playing that a lot.
That'd be freaking awesome. You need to get like some, for like capes and stuff like that, you need like a really dismal yo ho ho. I also heard some pretty good. I will chuck you it at some point. You know the song that the dwarves sang about their homeland in
Hobbit.
in The Hobbit. There's some pretty good versions of that.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, he's actually playing it.
Oh wow.
Nathan's like always prepared, baby.
Yeah. That's efficiency, truly.
Next time I'll be playing this one. You can fight loads of boars. Anyway, let's go for this one. I don't even know what this one is, but let's play that instead. Okay then, so bringing it back in. You have just dispatched the wretches. You have the rest of the town sprawling out ahead of you to the east. It might be. Sprawling out to the east, you can see the road heads north and south with several broken and ruined buildings either direction. If you want to go that direction, I'll give you a bit more. You have you have the winding path heading down towards the north. Heading up towards the north, up the hill. What do you want to do?
I think initially just see if the sounds of combat brings anything running. Just pause for a moment.
Perception check.
I put away my rapier and draw my crossbow and load it.
Okay. So you stand around for a couple of minutes, just sensing the air around you, and just waiting to see if anything happens. You wait for a good 2 or 3 minutes, but the air is quiet.
Okay. Oh well, the point of checking the building was so they didn't come behind us, but they were in front of us and we missed them. My fault. I'm sorry about that. But I think we should be clear to go up to yon tower I think that's the next step.
Yeah. Was there nothing in the house you just entered?
I didn't see anything. I went in there, went into the next room, had a look. Didn't see anything, but I was mostly looking for little beasties.
That's your next one, Corey. But yeah, no, Merrick, when
Nothing
you looked
attacked
into
me
the
anyway.
room, you didn't see anything in that one.
Good enough. So, do we head up?
Yeah, we could always come
Lead
back.
the way,
If
Merrick.
you want to look for stuff, we can always come back. But I was mostly seeing if there's any beasties in it,
Yeah.
and I don't think there is.
I'll keep an eye on behind us, and I'll take up the rear, Giggity.
I love it.
Right.
Okay, you can move your own character now. Ragnar, I'm not doing everything for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head up the you head up the winding path through the thicket. Are you being sneaky? Are you being gung ho? Are you looking around? What?
I will cast my blessing on Merrick, even if we're not being sneaky.
Okay.
I'm advancing cautiously. I'm not trying to be stealthy because I'm crap at that. Ragnar, if you want to be quiet, you want to go ahead.
Well,
I think I'm gonna at least try and be a bit sneaky.
okay, Merrick. Nithari has cast Blessing of the Trickster on you, giving you advantage on your stealth checks.
All right.
Nullifying your disadvantage.
Exactly. So you just get a normal stealth check.
All right. I'll try and be sneaky. I'll do my best.
Zatar drops into a sneaky combat pose,
Okay. So
knocking several twigs on the way down. You hear his trousers rip.
Yeah, it's going well.
Merrick, you feel really sneaky. You move along. You don't hear the jingle jangle of your armor. Everyone
Are you
else
even
does,
trying?
but you don't.
I run along behind him and put my hand on his shoulder.
Hey, yeah.
It's fine.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well,
Did-
I
I
did
look-
say I'm not good at this.
Zatar moves forwards. Let's just go.
Wait. God's sake.
I have a quick question, Nathan. If you have advantage from two different things and disadvantage from one thing, does that mean that you get advantage, or do the two just cancel out and you get rolled normally?
Normally.
I probably, if you had double advantage and single disadvantage, I'd give you normal advantage. I believe my maths works out.
Okay, I was just curious.
No, no. Some people would roll it if they cancel each other out, but if you if you're getting that much advantage, I mean, it'd be wrong to deprive you. So you all sneak up relatively quietly towards this tower. The first thing that you see, the first thing that you see when you come up to about here, are two large spiders laying on their backs, legs stuck up in the air, and they crawled over and hunched in a death pose. These spiders are big, like probably stretch their legs out, probably be a good 10 to 15 feet across. You can see several slash marks across their abdomens. Can't say it.
I turn to Satara and Merrick and say, do you mind if I go have a look at those quickly?
Yeah, you feel free, man.
And with that, I'd like to try and... Where are the spiders, roughly? Ah, cool. Oh, Jesus.
They are really large.
Yes, they are.
Like I said, big spiders.
I'd like to have a sneaky up to the spiders and see if I can find out what killed them.
Okay. You sneak up to the spiders, and you're pretty certain it might be the large raking claw marks across their abdomens.
No, I mean, like, can I tell what the claw marks were from?
You don't know. You can't really tell, but you know it's big.
Like, can I
Like
use a survival
three-
check to guesstimate a size?
Yeah, sure, make me a survival check. Whatever made these claw marks are as large as as these spiders, or not, if not larger.
Jesus, fuck. I'd like to see if I can harvest their their venom sacs.
As you go to do so, you find these creatures. As you get a bit closer, these creatures have been dead for several days. They're dried out and withered. Any venom that was in those sacs is long gone.
What about their spinnerets?
Uh,
Any silk to be had, or
you can try. Require a survival check from whoever wants to harvest it.
I walk back to the party to start with and say they look like they've been dead for a little while, but whatever killed them is fucking massive.
Okay.
well, obviously we should err on the side of caution. I don't think we're gonna get up there stealthily, but I definitely think that if we do encounter anything, we should presume that it's going to smash the shit out of us.
Can I check the footprints around the spiders before anyone else comes down? Or
Make me
any-
another survival check. You find footprints.
What type of footprints?
Big footprints.
Are they humanoid? Are they reptilian? Are they like demonic?
They look strangely humanoid. But not quite. Missing a toe or two. Quite wide. But humanoid.
I look over towards everyone and say, "Here, come have a look at this. Can you tell what this is?"
That's a Tyrannosaurus Rex, isn't it?
And I point at the footprint.
The rest of you notice this, and nothing really strikes a bell apart from this is big and humanoid.
Merrick gives it kind of a cursory glance, not expecting to know anything about it, and then moves to watch the door. I think, is that the door there?
That's a window. This is the door.
Where would... Right, okay. I'm moving to watch the door.
I see if there's anything harvestable from the spider that I can get at least.
Roll me another survival check. Or is that... Yeah, roll me one more to try.
I rolled 2 good ones as well.
I know. You try and as per Mooney's suggestion, you try and see if you can harvest some silk from the spinnerets as well. But these creatures have been dead, dried up a little while, and they weren't exactly in the best condition when they died. Unfortunately.
Seeing that when I leave it and just sort of turn to Mooney and say, "Oh, that one's shit."
I'm sorry if you stuck your hands in its butt and didn't get anything.
Hey, don't get any ideas, you.
No, that's not my thing either.
And your short adventures like sleeping in trees with crap like this around.
That's better than the stuff on the ground.
What's wrong with sleeping in trees?
Well, if there's spiders like that in it, I'm not bloody doing it.
Dwarves.
I activate my Crimson Right on my crossbow as well.
Okay, take your damage. You're gonna die at your own. You've taken more damage from your Crimson Right than anything else in this crawl. It's not a nice thing to call her. Okay. So, Merrick, you're heading towards the door, are you?
Yeah.
Do we still have any health potions, by the way?
Yes.
If it's in your inventory.
I have one.
I have one.
How many did we have?
Mooney had several, but I don't know how many he's drunk.
I think he drank one.
Yeah.
Mooney, how many health potions do we
Mooney's
have?
not there right now. Oh, he's just come.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we have 2 health potions left.
Can I request one from Mooney?
Don't know. You can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have 1 health potion left.
As the others have one on their person.
You can have mine. If I'm getting hit, we have bigger problems than the potions.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And I sort of take it with one hand and slip it into my bag.
The door that we're approaching, what can you tell us about it other than it's a door?
It's made of wood. It seems relative.
Well-
So the entire tower. So this. So what you see in front of you. It appears to be a small cottage joined onto the large tower next to you. Both of them seem to be in relatively good condition. However, half of the tower's top appears to be missing. Almost as if it had either been sheared off or the roof has collapsed inwards or something like that. The cottage itself seems relatively well intact. It does suffer a lot of the same burn marks, scorch marks, overgrown terrain and vegetation that a lot of the other buildings does, or have done, but it is relatively intact. The door in front of you appears to be shut. You cannot tell without trying it if it is locked or wedged or anything.
But it's like a standard human-sized door.
Oh yeah, this is a human-sized door.
Yes. So, for example, something that's as big as a spider would have trouble fitting through it.
Oh, very much so. You can quite easily surmise whatever made that footprint did not use this door.
Misses. Right. I think. Should we go in and see if we can get inside? Because whatever it is won't fit through that, and that makes me happy.
Can I listen to the door quickly?
Make me a perception check.
Doo-doo-doo.
Really, you're being left behind, lad.
Ragnar, you put your ear against the door, and you hear nothing.
I step back from the door.
Okay.
I take that as okay and go to open the door, or try to open the door.
Okay. You open the door, it just swings open inwards. This one's a pushy, not a pulley. As the door swings open, you see inside a simple cottage. Relatively, I say well furnished. It is furnished. A simple table, a bed in the corner, a desk on one side. Everything inside is very much disturbed, broken up. A thick layer of dust hangs over most of the room, as well as several large cobwebs.
Seeing the cobwebs, I immediately look at the ceiling.
And 7 spiders drop on you. But they're only about that big.
Ah! Oh,
They could be venomous still.
I look around to see
Swarm
if
of-
anyone saw me jump.
A swarm of black widows descends upon you, and you die. No, there's nothing. This room, there's nothing really in here. The only thing you see is one large door heading off into what you surmise is into the tower, and also a back door.
The door is a mimic.
Everything's a mimic. This entire dungeon is a mimic. Thunder Tree is a mimic, including the druid. It's a very good mimic.
I advance into the room and see if anyone follows me.
Zatar walks in.
I also follow. I'm just redoing my watch.
Right.
Watch it.
I need to watch myself, I know.
I'm just gonna check this door.
I'm readying an action to this door here. If someone opens it and I see something inside, I'm just going to shoot it.
Okay.
I take it I don't see anything out there.
Merrick, you find a strange darkness. The vision goes about 15 feet, and then nothing. Blackness. It's almost as if you've reached the edge of the map. But on a
But
realistic way,
basically
it's
that-
just dense thicket, as far as you can see.
But that's a potential exit route, is it? Like we could leg it that way and be out of town.
You can leg it that way into dense thicket,
Yeah.
which is
All right.
probably not very passable.
Right. I leave the door open and I go back. I looks like it's through this one. Let's listen and see if we can hear anything. I will go up to the door and see if I can hear anything. No! I can hear my own armor. That's about it.
You do not notice anything. You don't hear anything but in this room.
I open the door.
The door opens. The door opens. revealing the bottom layer of this tower. Lots of broken rubble and broken crates and barrels line the bottom floor, possibly some kind of storage area. There is a single set of stairs curving around one side of the tower, heading up to the next level. They are damaged, they are stone, but they are damaged, they are slightly crumbly, but they certainly look passable.
I advance into the room.
I also walk into the room.
I would like to use my dwarven stone cunning to work out if the stairs are going to just fall apart when I stand on them.
Make an investigation check with advantage. They look alright. This isn't proper dwarven stone though. Some human made this, and it's pretty shoddy work. But you get the idea that if your fat arse stands on it, you'll be fine.
I check around for humanoid footprints that aren't ours.
Make a survival check. You do not see anything very much similar to the previous one. Previous stream, a thick layer of dust and ash coats the floor. As you look up the stairs, you can quite clearly see the sky above you. It seems this set of stairs leads up to the next floor, where the roof is indeed not there.
Right, let's go and see what's up here.
I'd like to try and be at least somewhat sneaky while trying to get up the stairs.
I will try to emulate him in my usual dwarven fashion. Do I get another roll?
You get... Yeah, I'll let you re-roll. Everyone wants to roll... If everyone wants to roll stealth, roll stealth.
I'm getting better.
Indeed. You still have advantage as well. Rather than this... You still have cancelled out, so you don't have advantage. But so, 4, 15, 12, 6, 8, 10. Okay. You feel so stealthy right now. I mean, nothing could stop you. Not even a light breeze.
I will slowly advance up the stairs, signaling for people to follow me.
Okay, the rest of you advance the stairs. The stairs do spiral around a little bit, so you can see them going a little bit, but it does do at least one full loop before getting to the top.
Okay. As I get to where it comes out on the next floor, I'm kind of going to creep up and try and poke my head up and look around.
Okay. I'm just making sure I've done this properly. 1 second.
I let Zatar go before I do.
Okay. Yeah, so let's do it like this. So, I'll drag you all on. Can everyone see alright, by the way? There shouldn't be any lighting on this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, Merrick's on a wall. There we go. Everything's fine. It's like Christmas.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're just popping up the stairs.
So as you ascend the stairs, which is where you are at the moment, so that where you kind of are as the stairs ascending upwards, you see a large open top room where the roof has been collapsed. Stone, debris, dust, cobwebs, the like, scattered across. You see these what look like walls are collapsed bits of stonework and rubble and possibly previously interior walls, but they have crumbled. They're all only about 2 foot high, roughly. Some slightly higher, some slightly lower, but they're something quite easily you could clamber over, but not really hide behind too well. You look around.
Gina?
Even Gina, she's not that small.
I can crouch.
Yeah, well, yeah, Gina can crouch behind me quite nicely. You look around, Merrick. Give me a perception check. You have a look around.
It's a
And
castle.
you see, in the very far corner, what appears to be a glittering pile of treasure.
I look around for a potential hiding place.
I will see the treasure. I will. Actually, I'm not gonna. I'm not going to do anything because, to be honest, my interest is not the treasure. My interest is whose ever treasure it is, and slowly advance forward looking for who the owner is.
Ragnar, you have a look around, and to be honest, this place is pretty flat. There are walls on either side, which extend probably about another 10 foot up, but a lot of the interior is either eroded away or collapsed, or is pretty crap, to be honest. There aren't many cover spots here. Zatar moves forward with you, Merrick, gingerly standing by your side.
Yeah.
So this wall here is crumbled, is it?
Yeah,
This
all
one?
of these brownish walls are like crumbled to only about 2 foot tall. Maybe 3 in places, maybe 1 in others.
I'm slowly skirting the tower towards the chest.
Okay. It's not a chest, it's a pile, but I'm putting a chest there
Well.
just to mark it.
But I don't want to go on the big open area.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Walks in and has a look
Is
around.
there any gap in the crumbling wall that I can? Oh, he's walked through anyway. I'll have a peek around as well.
You have a look around. You don't see anything. Actually,
From Mooney's vantage point on the top of the stairs there, can he see the entire room?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm just gonna perch there.
okay. Merrick, make me another perception check. I'll do. You don't see anything, but you smell it. A strange sulphurous smell.
I look at Zatar and go,
Zatar shrugs. But also mixed with wet dog.
alright. Let's creep forward a bit more.
You hear, as you move a bit closer, you hear heavy
I'm
breathing.
Hold up the hand and go,
You don't see anything, but you can't quite tell what direction it's coming from. But there is
I
this.
point in general vague area.
You get the idea it's coming from around here.
And Zatar see anything?
Zatar, he can smell it in the air, but he can't see anything. It's terrible music.
A nasty feeling it's invisible.
Zatar moves a bit closer into the room. Well, is the rest of you doing anything right now?
I'm sort of sitting by the wall. hoping
I'm
to-
readying an Eldritch Blast for if anything pops out.
I'm doing the same thing with the firebolt.
Okay. Merrick, as you move in that direction, the breathing gets heavier.
I stake it, I still can't see anything.
Check the floor, he says. Check the floor. Or the ceiling. I check the ceiling.
There is no ceiling, is there?
There is no
Oh,
ceiling,
no,
this is
it's
open
sky,
top. You look up and you see the sky. It's blue, and a bird flies past.
And it's beautiful.
It's so pretty.
I take a stone and I throw it here to make a noise.
Make a dex check. Any better? That's horrible. I'm gonna stop changing it now. Merrick, you throw a stone and clatters across the wall.
Does anything happen?
Nope.
Has the breathing changed in any way?
Nope.
Is there another floor? Or is this is the top? isn't
This
it?
is the
This
top
is
floor.
top.
Ignore the set of stairs on the top right.
What did you find, Merrick?
You're calling across the room to me on the other side then?
It's not that
Yeah.
far. But yeah.
Yeah, no. You see Merrick wince and look expectantly in the direction of the breathing to see if anything happens, and doesn't say anything.
What?
I'm going to elbow Mooney to make him shut up, and I'm going to start moving towards Merrick.
Zatar walks forwards, like looking around, draws his sword. He keeps walking forwards through the room until you see him physically stop, as if he's bumped into something.
Okay.
The breathing, you hear the breathing change as it moves slightly, and Zatar, you can now see as his large wrath exhale. You see his hair fly back.
Oh shit! It's invisible.
And as Merrick shouts that, Zatar, with his instincts, feels a strange gust of wind as something rushes past his face. And as this happens, a large creature appears before you. I'll put it in the right place. As this huge, orangey, ape-like creature, massive red eyes, fangs as thick as your arm, appears snarling. And that's where I'd like you all to roll initiative. And to give you an idea of what you're looking at,
Merrick's up to his usual standard.
Is that like the monster in the film Labyrinth?
kind of.
An angrier version.
An angrier version. This is not Ludo.
Okay.
And that is the creature. I think you should all be able to see that. Did you all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can,
That's
A
fine.
bottle-
That
a
is the
bottle.
creature that appears before you. This large ape-like creature, blazing red eyes, covered in this orange crimson fur, and it just roars in Zatar's face.
Can you give us permission to edit it?
I will do. There you go.
Thanks.
Ask and thee shall receive. Oh god. Okay. So, top of the round, Ragnar. This creature has just appeared before you. What do you want to do?
in front of me, is there anywhere I can duck down after I shoot it?
Not really, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just fucking kill it.
I'm gonna quickly inspect it to see if it has any armor or anything like that.
You'll have a look at it, and this is a creature made of muscle and fur.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot straight for the head then.
Okay, make
I'm
your
gonna-
attack roll.
I already have Crimson right on from before, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, that's fine.
look at it, be as silent as I can, and just shoot straight at the face.
Make your attack roll. You pull your crossbow out, the bolt flies, and the creature's head just ducks to the side as your bolt flies past it and cracks against the wall.
I reload my crossbow.
Okay. Zatar, Merrick, you see, none of you else really see it, but Zatar, you see a large smile spreads across his face. And he activates his barbarian rage. As he does, he then makes a huge arc with his great sword, doing a reckless attack. Let's go that.
Good job he did.
Dealing some slashing damage. As he rakes the greatsword across the creature's chest, it pierces, but it's more of a scratch than a cut, and a small line of blackish, thick blood just trickles down the creature's chest as it looks down and this roars a fierce bellow in his face. Nithtari, what do you want to do?
We can't hear you.
Yeah, You're either very quiet or muted. There we go.
Sorry, I was muted. A sacred flame.
Okay, so you cast Sacred Flame and the creature attempts to dodge. Fails miserably as this pillar of radiant fire crashes down, striking against its shoulder. Is that you done?
No, I will also cast Spiritual Weapon, which is a bonus action,
Okay.
which is great. And it's going to be a giant hammer just up.
It's not a spade, but that'll hit. Roll damage. leave my art powers alone. But yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
You have unlimited assets on the internet. Just look up a hammer really quick.
No, I like hammer spade. Hammer spade is here to stay.
Stop hammer time.
Okay, so you strike this creature and it bludgeons it round the head with this radiant hammer of divine energy. Okay, Gina.
I would like to. Is that thing 60 feet ahead of me or less? It's less.
It's really
right?
close.
It's less.
Okay, I would like to cast a flaming sphere right behind it.
Okay.
It's probably resistant to fire.
Yeah, but I can use it as a bonus action after that.
Let's go with that one.
If it actually works.
Are you trying to improve upon my hammer, Corey? There's
No.
nothing wrong with my hammer. Okay, so
Making my own.
I think if you need to cast the no, it's the D's deck save, isn't it, for Flaming Sphere?
Yeah, this is 13. Oh, right.
Fails a dex, so roll damage. Okay.
Does it resist all of it, or?
The flames lick at the creature's back and it seems to not even notice.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Okay.
The creature now rears up to its full height and it's going to make its full flurry of attacks against Zatar, all with advantage due to his reckless attack. So first a bite attack, followed by 2 fist attacks. All hit, dealing 15, 22, 23. So that's 29 plus 8, 37. 37 points of bludgeoning piercing damage as he slays into Zatar. Zatar shrugs it off. He don't care. As he reduces the damage by half, only taking 16 points of bludgeoning piercing damage, but he's looking pretty fucking rough after that.
18.
Thank you. I'm not very
Yeah,
good at
it's
maths.
18 and 19.
Don't help him.
No, it's fine. And Zatar weathers the attacks. Merrick, you're actually quite impressed. That would have probably, if you had taken that, you feel that you probably would have dropped, and you're very impressed that he's still standing.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have taken that because only one of it hit.
This is true. However, it's trying to showing off the prowess of the barbarian. Mooney, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to use a bonus action to hex the monster. By the way, does Knowledge Nature, can I roll that to see if I know what this is?
I'll let you roll an intelligence check.
No, that's not worth it. So the hex is for disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery, which I believe is a 30... 60 range, so I'm within range. It needs to go ahead and make a DC 13 Wisdom save. Oh, jeez.
Does it's fine.
It's a smart monkey.
Alright, so yeah, it doesn't matter what I yell at it then, and I'm going to move behind Ragnar here.
Okay. Merrick, you're up.
Right. As you say, I am impressed by the bravery of the orc. Stupid, but brave. So I charge into it going, for the honor of Mithras! And I hit it with my sword, or at least try to.
Okay, make your roll. That'll hit.
Yes, and I will also use a maneuver.
Which one?
The distracting.
Okay.
Does that mean we get advantage?
This is true.
Yes.
So you deal 4 points of additional damage. I need to roll with that. So you deal
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage as you slice at this creature's back. Just it lets out a roar.
And I will action surge, and I will do it again.
Okay.
Or at least try to.
Don't you get most of your stuff back on a short rest anyway?
Yep.
Yep. That'll hit. Roll damage. Okay.
And I won't use a maneuver this time.
Okay then.
But that's not bad for one round. Well, 2 rounds.
It's one. Okay, Ragnar.
I'm going to look impressed at what Merrick just did. Seeing Zatar hurt, I'm going to double check my crossbow to make sure that I don't shoot and smack him in the face this time.
Go for it.
And then I'm going to let loose another bolt at the creature. This time, hoping to move it more into its range. I'll aim for its chest instead.
Okay, make your attack.
So I can avoid.
That'll hit. That's a survival check.
Oh wait, what? Never mind.
That's
Wrong one.
impressively bad. Make an attack roll, please.
Never mind.
That'll hit. Roll damage. Okay.
And the acid damage counts magical,
I'm
I
aware.
believe. Seeing myself actually hit it, I'm going to go yes, and then I'm going to move I'm going to move slightly over so that. Wait, I was stood here. How much can I get? I can get just about to over here, so I'm going to move over to here. Can I still see the creature from here?
Yeah, like there is no cover or anything here, so.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to move to here.
Okay. Okay, Zatar is going to go ahead and make another great sword attack, not reckless this time. But it still has
Still gets advantage.
And hits, dealing some slashing damage. As he cuts across the creature's chest once more, against the same line that it previously hit, dealing additional damage. But that's his go. Nistari.
Okay, I'm going to. You can hear me this time, right?
Yeah,
Stake of Flame is my main action, and then as a bonus action, I will move my spiritual weapon and just slightly so I can attack him again with that.
Okay. Fails the save, takes 2 points of radiant damage, so if you roll an attack for the spiritual weapon with advantage.
Okay, I'll just do this.
Let's have a look. That'll hit, roll damage for that. Dealing 5 points of force damage. Not bad. As you crack this creature around the head with your shiny yellow hammer. It's orange. Shiny yellow hammer. This creature, as you hit it around the face, you spits blood out, and it's looking pretty rough. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Gina.
I am going to. I'm going to move a bit closer up here. I'm going to drop the flaming sphere. I'm going to use Witch Bolt instead.
Okay, make your attack. That'll hit. Roll your damage. Okay, you send this crackling whip of energy towards the creature as it wraps around its waist, singeing at the fur. It fights back, but the arco energy stays strong. But very much like the flaming sphere, it doesn't seem to be that effective.
Oh, damn it. Well, that's all I have, so.
Okay,
Magic missile!
it's already made the attack, so. Okay. If that's the end of your go, the creature is going to, looking around, looks down at the wounds that it has suffered, and it's pissed. It's going to go ahead and unleash its full series of attacks, start with 2 strikes against Merrick.
Yep.
Oh.
Dealing 22 points of bludgeoning piercing damage. And then swings around with its last fist attack against Zatar. Which misses. Just as Zatar ducks around and doesn't like it. The creature is then going to... box. Never mind. That's it. It would have done a reckless attack, but I've already made the attack, so it's not fair. So, Mooney, you're up.
I'm going to shoot Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, make your attack roll. That'll hit, so creatures no longer have advantage against it now.
The extra 6 was necrotic.
Yeah, no, that's fine. As you deal 10 points of force and necrotic damage as you slam into the creature staggers back for a second, kind of losing its balance, and steps forward again, visibly heaving.
Hold tight, brethren. It'll die soon.
Merrick.
Right. I am somewhat stunned by the attack and go, oh shit. And do what I do, I will try and hit it again.
That'll
and
miss.
I will use a precision strike on top of that.
That hits just.
Okay.
11 points of slashing damage. Merrick, how do you want to do this?
Yes. That bloody hurt! Take this! Up through the chin, into the top of the head.
Unfortunately, you're not really tall enough to do it, but I'll give you it anyway. You reach out and you lunge and you just get through his thing. And, you're like, and as it looks down towards you, you push further and skewer it through the head. The light in its eye, the burning orbs that were its eyes, flicker and die out as it lets out a death cry. The creature
I
falls
look across
back.
to Ragnar, having now read the text, going, and you wanted to keep that alive? Are you mad?
The creature drops back onto its back, just falling at a heavy thud. As it does so, some of the stonework around you rumbles. Not a second later, the creature begins to burst into flames. Leaving a smouldering heap in the centre of the room.
Most things are disappearing after they die around here.
Yeah, I really wanted to harvest that.
Yeah, I was going to do the same. I was going to grab a vial and harvest some of the ashes, or at least check the pile to see if there's anything in it.
I look disgustedly at that and walk over towards the pile that I noticed earlier.
Okay then. So
I just wanted to note at this point that I am encumbered by the amount of gold that I'm carrying. So, like, any other gold, I'm still going to be encumbered, and I'm going to be, like, slowing everybody down.
to be honest, when it comes to the loot and stuff, I tend to assume it's being carried by somebody who can do. I very rarely run encumbered unless it's something ridiculous, like I'm trying to carry a 10-ton rock. Yeah, you can't do that. If you're trying to carry 17 weapons and a shield, you probably can't do that. If you carried some gold, it's one of the reasons I reduce it to gold rather than silver, copper, and everything, because that would weigh you down. So, Merrick, you wander over to the pile and you see the remains of a broken open chest with the contents spilled on the ground around you. You find, in gold, you find 230 gold pieces.
You want to write this, Vince?
You find 4 silver goblets set with moonstones. 2 strange scrolls written in an arcane language that you do not understand. And At the very, very bottom, you find an old, rusted battle axe.
Right. Okay. I'll look at the axe and put that to one side.
As you
But
pick
the
up
main-
the axe, you do see inscribed on the haft of the axe runes of dwarven origin.
Right. Okay. Definitely put that to one side. Dwarven.
The goblets. You said the goblets were silver with jewels.
Set with moonstones.
I'm going to poke through the things, looking for any more of these creepy gems.
As you count through the gold, out from the pile slides one glowing purple gem of shattered like a shattered gemstone. Very similar to the ones you've encountered so far.
Right, at that point, because I imagine not everybody has seen this initially, but I'll call everybody going, I found another one of the creepy things.
Oh.
I was assisting
Well.
Merrick, obviously.
Well, now we know why the the seafood people were around.
Right, and Zatar, as he's now here, says, yeah, it's... Well, you're involved in this, whether you like it or not now. It's because of these things we're here.
I don't care. I don't really care why you're here.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
This
the
isn't
trouble
what
is,
you were looking for?
No, this is not what I seek.
Well, this
Yeah.
is what those guys with the pincer thing that the druid was warning us about are looking for. So if we see any of them, we need to be on guard.
pretty
Take
much,
your word for
they
it.
know you've been in contact with this, they'll be after you too.
I failed to understand, but you seem to think you know what you're talking about, so...
I walk over to Tatar and say, thank you for that. You actually showed quite a lot of gusto. And
Yeah. That was bloody impressive. Stupid,
Yeah, you took
but
quite a
bloody brave.
thrashing.
We half-orcs are hard to kill.
Very resilient. I honor you. I'd take the last healing potion out if nobody wants it.
I
I'd
thank you,
say-
Manny.
I'd say we should take a rest anyway.
I'll
Yes.
be fine.
Yeah.
Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, I hand him a potion. Mine.
No. I'll be fine.
All
You
right,
look
so
like you
since
can
we're-
use it more than I could.
I do second wind.
As
just-
Zatar goes and sits down cross-legged, closes his eyes, lays his sword across his lap, and just rests.
All right, so first of all, Merrick, the runes on the axe, the rusted axe, can you read them?
If they're dwarven, I can, I would imagine.
Yes, it reads Hugh.
Hey, it's the dwarven runes. Hey, it kind of translates as hack or hew.
Would you like to hold on to it then? As I'm not sure what that means. I mean, I've hewn wood before, but I don't know why it would be called a yew.
Well, I imagine it's for hacking and hewing of enemies.
Fair enough. Well, it's all rusted and shitty, right?
Hey, good craftsmanship can always be repaired. If you make something well, it'll last. It just needs a bit of...
Either way, you're going to take the axe, right?
Either
Yeah.
of you can make an Arcana check on this to see if you can get any more about it.
No, I don't have Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have a look?
You certainly can do.
In our typical experimenting, I think we should both try.
You don't know anything about magic.
He's going to try and fail.
Gina, you look over this axe. You can't pull too much from it. However, combined with the writing of the runes, you find that this is a magical battle axe. It is a +1 battle axe by the name of Hugh. The rusted design is actually how it's meant to look. This is what it's meant to be. And for the purposes of argument, this battle axe always does maximum damage against wood-based creatures, not orcs.
And is that D12 too? So that's 12 damage to wood stuff?
D10 if one-handed, D12 if two-handed. No, I think battle axe is D8 and D10.
Yeah, same as longsword.
Yes. Zatar looks at you kind of handling this and he kind of cocks an eyebrow. But doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Look, it's dwarven and I did kill it.
You do have a talon in your pocket, though, don't you?
Yeah,
He's not going anywhere. Just let him use the axe for right now.
Right, well, I'm having on... the dwarven axe is mine, but whilst you're stuck with this business, you can hang on to the sword.
Not stuck with Merrick. Use your words correctly. He is here to help us as we are here to help him.
Well, he hasn't said that yet, but if
Ragnar noticeably laughs at this.
Yeah.
Zatar is just sat in the corner while you're having this conversation. I'm assuming you go and talk to him?
Yeah. We both go, Merrick and I both go up to Zatar. And this axe has very potent magical properties, especially against what it seems to be like organic, like wood-based objects. If you were to stick around with us for a while, maybe give it back to us before you leave. This axe, you can carry it around.
You're offering me this weapon? This battle axe?
As a token of our trust, that you'll have our back in situations just as we'll have your back in most of the crazy antics we get into.
We're at least stuck in this shitstorm together for the meantime. You might as well hang around for a few minutes.
Ragnar, just lay your head down over there. It's okay. Just don't hurt yourself.
You're a curious bunch, you are. But we have stood in combat together. That means much to me. If you willing to gift me this item, I will put it to good use.
I look over at Merrick and kind of nudge him a little bit.
Yeah, well, it looks like when you were fighting yon thing, your sword didn't do as much as it could have done because of, well, weird, magic-y, creepy stuff, and this might help you while you... Well, if you... you'll hang on to it, yeah. Hand him the thing.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
For the remainder...
Go on.
No, if you want to do as it's hard thing, go for it.
He stands up and he wields the axe in one hand and he swings it about a little bit. Well balanced, well made. I like it.
Dwarven.
Fine weapon. I shall take care of it.
I look over at Gina and I'm like, but it's a rusted piece of shit. How's it better? I don't think...
It's magic. I think that it's, probably there's a lesson in there somewhere about looks and what, judging by and things like that.
All right, Gina, I get it. I would have judged you before I had truly gotten to know you, but now that I do know you, you are a terrifying woman.
That's fantastic. Can I have a look at the scrolls?
Oh yeah, no, I was going to do the same thing. So I unfurl them.
I'll
and,
look at the
sit down
scrolls
next to
too.
Gina. And I kind of want to sit like in between the two girls with each of them looking over my shoulder.
If you're standing, I can look over your shoulder.
No, I sit down on the floor.
Okay.
Did I get anything from the ashes, by the way? Or just ask?
I mean, you can pick up some ashes and put them in a vial, but...
That's what I'm after, yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
you get a vial of ash.
Get me another.
You get 2 vials of ash. Assuming that you just happen to... I'm assuming you have vials from your alchemy set, so I'll let this one slide.
Yeah.
Okay, you find... So, it doesn't take a lot. With the 3 of you examining these scrolls, you find that you have 1 scroll of lightning bolt. and 1 scroll of Misty Step. If you're unaware, these scrolls allow you to anybody of arcane magic, so this is Mooney and Gina, to cast these spells reading the scrolls. If the spell is of a higher level than you have slots for, there is a DC that you have to beat in order to use it. Misty Step is a level 2 spell, and Lightning Bolt is a level 3 spell. Off the top of my head.
Until we're level 5, we're gonna be beat on both the Fireball scroll and the Lightning Bolt scroll.
You can cast them, but there is just a chance for it to fail.
It is a
Can
beast spell, though.
I don't know how this works, but can I remember them or study them or something like that to be able to cast them later on?
You can copy them into your spellbook
Yeah, exactly.
for a cost of gold. At the level that you're at the moment, you can try to copy it into your spellbook, but there will be a DC against it. When you reach level 5, you can do it as per normal.
Okay.
Right, we can just hold on to them until that point. Like, we can keep them in case of an emergency. Like, I don't feel like I need the Fireball scroll, but if I have one and you have the Lightning Bolt scroll, it kind of leaves, a little diversity there.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so you take the scroll of Lightning Bolt. Do you want to give me the Misty Step scroll, or do you know what Misty Step does?
You know what? You keep the Misty Step because you have a tendency to wander off and you might need to come back.
Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah. Mooney audibly chuckles at that and takes the Misty Step and rolls it up next to the Fireball scroll.
Okay.
So looking around the room, do I see anything? I'm just going to have a quick look around just to make sure we haven't missed anything.
You have a look around the room. Not really. Everything that was in this room was either in that corner or the creature. That none of you really know what it was. I mean, if anyone wants to roll a religion check, now I can allow 2 people to roll to find out what it is. If you want. Totally up to you guys.
I'm okay at religion.
I will try, but I can't guarantee anything.
I'm not particularly good at it.
Or we could have 2 people and you could just have Nithari roll with advantage. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, do it that way instead.
Okay, I will roll then,
Okay.
once it comes up.
17, not too bad. So, Nithari, you being of fiendish origin, you have a little bit more knowledge about these creatures than other people normally would do. This creature was a demon. It goes by the name of a Balgura. They are strange, demonic creatures, often used as foot soldiers. Not really foot soldiers, but they are brutes of intimidating strength, but not too bright.
I relay this information to everyone.
Yeah. Is there anything else of interest, actually, while I think about it? Far too far.
They did seem to be resistant to magic and or fire.
Being a demon, they tend to be resistant to a number of types of things. You know exactly which resistance it is, apart from the ones you've tried. So when fighting it, you found that it was resistant to both fire and lightning. Could have more, could not.
But did my attack seem fine?
Your attacks didn't seem to do a lot, apart from the acid.
Did Zatar take that healing potion I offered him?
Nope.
He already took one off Mooney.
Tatar didn't take any.
Did he? Oh no, it was.
No, I never gave it to him. There's still one in the party loop.
I still suggest that we should rest for a little bit.
I don't think we
I
should
agree.
rest here. I think we should get back to Radoth.
Yeah, he might let us rest with him. That place seems a bit more secure than this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we don't want to have to fight the cultist people. Well, not now anyway.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, people are flammable, and I want to have my spells for that.
Okay then. So you guys head back towards Radoth the Druid.
Actually, before we go, I've got an idea. Seeing as we know they're after things here, we could trap this chest and leave a little gift for them.
The
Actually,
chest
there is no
smashed
chest, is there?
open. There is one
Oh, yeah.
smashed open pile of rubble on the floor.
I ignore that. You just said it was spilt open, so forget that plan. Okay.
Besides, if they are tracking the magical aura of those things, they will be following us now.
Yeah, well,
And because of that, I guess I'm gonna carry it because I'm the only one not holding a piece right now.
Correct.
So I'll
Ragnar's
just
not
wrap it
carrying
up.
one either. Just but
I'm carrying key to one of them.
Because you only
but
got-
I do-
Yeah, Ragnar's carrying the key to mine.
yes. Okay. Sorry, there was something I forgot to mention earlier, Merrick. When you looked out the back door of that house, you did see a little vegetable patch.
You think that druid was actually joking about the carrots?
You know what? Let's take some. He might actually become nicer or something.
Like, what
He did
about
say
the
he was making a stew.
I keep an eye out on any kind of the pincer insignias just in case while they're harvesting these fucking vegetables.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
like
sure.
to harvest some carrots. I feel like that.
There's only a few. You find a couple of carrots, a potato or two. Bit overgrown, but seems serviceable. You gain
Right.
1 stack of assorted veg.
How many carrots do I get?
1 stack of assorted veg. I'm not saying you're not putting like 7
I want
carrots in.
specifics.
You get 72 carrots.
Yeah.
They're tiny.
That's a lot of carrots.
You asked. So, as a group, you head back. So, if you want to move yourselves back over to Radolf's house over here, I guess Satar's not going to move himself, is he?
You
Come
could
on,
give me
Satar.
control over Satar, I'll move him.
No.
He'll put them in fire. He'll do it.
So, as you approach, you're still outside at this point, Mooney. You approach, the door is shut, but you can see a little bit of steam wafting out from the window vents.
I
Like-
walk
oh,
up
yeah.
and sheepishly knock on the door.
Who is it?
Delivery service.
You wanted carrots?
Oh, have you got carrots?
Aye.
Oh,
And
excellent.
potatoes.
And he comes over and the door opens and you all step inside. You see Radolf hunched over a large pot. Come on, bring them here, bring them here.
Yeah. We'll hand over the vegetables.
You hand over the assorted vegetables. Oh, excellent. They're still muddy and stuff. He just drops them straight in the pot. Starts stirring away. Excellent. Oh,
Actually,
He never
Merrick
told
looks
us it
on
was
with
a
interest
demon.
because Merrick is trying to learn to cook.
this is how you cook. Well, this is just what I needed. About 10-15 minutes and it'll be ready.
You
Take a
never
seat.
told us what you saw was a demon. It was a terrifying creature.
I didn't know what it was. Well, I kind of did, but where's the fun in that?
You
then-
kind of did. Wow, you were the true kind of asshole. Yeah, no, we went and got rid of it for you, and yeah, we brought you back the vegetables. So are you going to tell us what these glowy orbs are?
How about we
Yeah.
do it over dinner? It's only about 10 minutes. Take a seat, take a seat. So impatient, you lot. Ragnar, it smells relatively earthy. So you guys settle down for 10 minutes. There's a little table and chairs sat around. And he pours out several bowls of this dark soup/stew type mixture. He hands a bowl out to everybody. He goes, excellent. Well, dig in. Hope you enjoy it. It's an old recipe that my master told me. We call it druid fluid.
Merrick looks at this and goes, okay. And just tries it.
I keep an eye on everyone else first before I eat mine.
I also try it, but I am tasting with like absolute scrutiny.
So those of you who dare taste it, it's a little earthy, but relatively tasty actually. It's not bad actually. And as you chow down, you actually feel deep down, you feel pretty good. This soup stew thing, whatever it is warming. and over the course of you eating this, you all gain the effects of one long rest.
Ooh.
So like a solid 7 to 8.
Hour rest, yes. Druid
So
fluids,
we now-
magic stuff.
So we're now back to our.
You back up to full everything.
After seeing everyone else and eating it, I turn to him and say, "What the fuck was that?
Like I said, druid fluid.
How the fuck did you make that?"
Ancient,
Yes. Do you have a recipe or something like that?
ancient druid secret. Then I'm not
Where do I
going.
sign
When
up
they were
for
talking
this?
about recipe, America got out his book and then looked slightly disappointed and puts it back again.
Ancient recipe
Can-
that I'm not telling any of you.
Can I use my cooking utensils tool check to like do a cooking check to like maybe see if I can taste the ingredients?
Go for
Can
it.
I do the same with my alchemy?
I would like to pocket like a small amount of this for
For scientific purposes.
scientific purposes in a vial.
Make a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check.
Whilst
Can I
they're
try
doing
and
all that,
persuade him to give us the recipe?
What do you say?
And
to-
when that fails, I'm gonna deceive him to give us the recipe.
Okay, so Ragnar, you do fill one of your small alchemical vials with you gain one vial of druid fluid. Nitari, would you like to try and persuade him to give you the recipe?
Yes.
What do you say?
Not gonna work either way.
Our friend Gina is dying.
Well, this is working out just as planned, so I'm gonna deceive him into saying that he needs to give us the recipe, because
Because Gina's dying.
no, because I'm gonna be entering a food competition when we get back to the place Neverwinter, and I need it to wow over the judges because if we're going to be able to get to the next leg of our journey, we're going to need to win that money to fund it.
Eyes, you with beady eyes. You so full of shit. However,
Please, we're taking a cookbook. We already stole this old woman's.
go around and steal
recipe.
everyone's recipes. Anyway, after he finishes his druid fluid, Radolf sits down, nice big. So, tell me, young ones, what do you know about these stones?
What do you know about the stones?
They're creepy. We found one underneath a manor guarded by a weird one-eyed thing. There was a necromancer trying to find the other one, and that one, well, that was guarded by big ugly furry thing. We don't know, and we know that you don't put them close together or they try to kind of stick together.
Yep, that makes sense. Tell me, does the name Balnazar mean anything to you?
Well,
Oh. A little.
Yes.
we heard the name that was what these them with the robes worshipped or something.
There was some sort of god or something.
I thought as much. Let me tell you a tale. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of years ago, a powerful demon walked these lands. A demon lord by the name of Balnazar. A powerful creature, had many followings, many servants. Did some pretty nasty shit. He was confronted by a bunch of heroes, adventurers, far more capable than any of you. And he was slain, or at least they tried to slay him. He was not the kind of creature that one simply slays.
Well,
Yes.
what about the castle was okay? You just stuck a sword through his head and he
Merrick.
That was a very minor demon,
Oh shit.
small fry.
That was small. Oh shit.
Well, people are worshipping this one, so I'm assuming it's at some sort of god status.
Indeed,
Well, people are bloody stupid.
they are. They could not banish this creature back to the abyss from whence it came. Well, not all of it. Some of its essence remained here in the material plane. It was sealed away within a soul gem. That gem was shattered, scattered to the four winds, in order to prevent them from being found, reclaimed.
What are you saying these demons come in kit form?
He's a strange one, this one. What you hold there is 3 of the 5 fragments of Balnazar's soul stone.
Balnazar?
Balnazar's soul stone. It seems that his worshippers intend to return him to the mortal plane.
And what happens if he returns?
Well, couldn't
It's
we
not
just
very good.
smash it?
You are welcome to try.
I mean, what can we do about the stones in the bloody first place?
Nothing. That's the problem. They cannot be destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were shattered into how many pieces?
5.
As far when my master told me the legend, there was 5.
And you can't break them down further than that?
Not that I know of.
I mean, these things do seem pretty powerful. I mean, there's nothing we can do about them apart from either hide them or put them back together.
I do not know what has happened, but they have begun to awaken. They have lain dormant for centuries, but now they reach out and affect the material plane around us.
They
The
do seem to
effects-
attract things.
The demons that you have fought in this place, I sense this shard has called them from the abyss to our world.
Demons, plural. You mean there's more of them big buggers?
Possibly. The small pygmy creatures, dretches they're called. Demons.
Oh, them's demons as well, are they?
Demons indeed.
What?
They carry
are
a
we in
foul
danger
magic.
by carrying these around?
Sorry?
Are we in danger by carrying these around?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Well,
All I know
we
is
do-
that they're powerful, and they need to be kept out of the hands of those that worship this demon lord. These cultists you have encountered, the ones that have taken settlement yonder over village. I sense they are trying to bring their master back. You must... The only way of dealing with this is, that I know of, you can hide the stones, but I fear they will merely bring ruin to the areas around them as they have here. Or you root out and destroy those that follow him.
Could you not, like, seal it away in some holy place or something?
Far more powerful people than I have tried. They were
going-
warded, but it seems the wards may be breaking down. Hence, their symptoms, their effects on the world around us.
Well, so we can't break these things. There's 2 more to find, and whatever we do, the people are going to come after us.
Yes.
So if we go after them and they kill us, then they win.
Yes.
If we run away, then they find us.
Yes.
Yeah, the point I was making is all of our eggs are in one basket, so to speak.
Well, my best suggestion is don't die.
Is there anyone else that can help us?
None that I know of in this area. I guard these woods.
Well, clearly we don't want to die, and we don't think we're going to, but if we were to fail, at least one of these should be somewhere safe.
I'm taking it.
Oh. Well, that goes that way.
No, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna leave one here.
Good try.
I don't-
I
I don't
no.
feel. I don't feel safe carrying them all around.
Can they actually be used against them in some way? I mean, if we're carrying around and there's got a damn big target on us, we may as well see if we can make use of the bloody things.
I do not dabble in such magics.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Merrick, they have the soul of a demon inside. I'm not sure,
Aye. Well, maybe I heard that if you've got something on one of these demons, you can kind of maybe get it to leave you alone or stuff.
Maybe a lesser demon. Not this one.
Demons are not to be fucked with. I do not want to go anywhere near these things.
Well, it looks like we got no bloody choice.
Yeah. When we did a little experiment a few days ago, we noticed that the fragments seem to want to be put together. I imagine that keeping them separated would be the thing to do. I mean,
I would suggest so. I do not know the full details, but to bring Balzanar back to this world, you will need both the 5 shards of his soul, and there is a dark book, a tome, which details the ritual for summoning him, making him whole. It was lost eons ago.
So
And there's no rumors or anything about where it is?
I've heard nothing.
So if these stones get joined together without the ritual, do you know what happens?
I would not like to find out.
This book, we've run across a couple of things. Do you know who's meant to have written it?
Oh, I have no idea. One of the original adventurers.
Well, we got 2 names. See if they. What names? Signoff,
Cernos.
Does not ring a bell.
And the other one was Bowgentle.
Bowgentle, yeah.
I've heard the name, but no. Poultry wizard.
Is there any chance that we could get some sort of box or something to put this new stone in at least?
I may be able to assist there.
Like some sort of blessed box or something that will at least make us feel a little better.
Well, or maybe shield the damn things.
I may be able to ward them. You have boxes now, yes?
We have 2 boxes. We have 3 creepy things.
I have a chest here somewhere. Pulls out. Place the fragment here. Shut it down.
I take it out of the. Yeah.
So you pop the 3 boxes on the table, and he closes his eyes, mutters some words in a language that you don't understand. There is a flash of green energy that encompasses each box one by one. After a few minutes, he says, "That should help. Dull their
Calling?
Effect calling, yes, on the world around them. It's not perfect, but it is better than what you had before. Now, I said that these things have an effect on the world around them. They emit a sickly energy, which I'm sure you're aware of. I have felt another presence not far from here, deep in the forest.
Which forest?
This one, to the east. There's an old ruin, a castle. I forget its original name, but not long ago it was claimed by the hobgoblins of the Cragmore tribe. I fear something is deeply wrong in the centre of the forest, and there may be another shard there.
Do you think they may have been trying to harvest the power of the shard?
I do not know. The demons, they offered bargains of power, wealth, but there is always a cost.
It's not to be trifled.
Hobgoblins, they're not stupid creatures. I fear one of them may be trying to use one of these shards for their own end.
Something occurs to me. These cultists, they're tracking these boxes, or at least they were until hopefully you blocked it, right?
Possibly, I do not know what magics they possess.
But whatever magics they possess, if we worked out what it was, we could use the same thing to find the other two. And if there's some cultists over there looking for it, then presumably one of them knows how to do whatever it is to do.
These are not difficult to track. They emit a foul odour, a sickness across the land. Hence, I can see one in Cragmore.
Yeah.
Assuming they're in contact with this demon too,
Which would probably give them a slight advantage.
Yeah.
Well, we know there's one in Cragmore, but we don't know where the other one is. But I suppose, well, the question is now, do we deal with the cultists here, or do we just go to Cragmore?
I would prefer you deal with the cultists here. I don't want them messing up my forest anymore.
Well, won't they just kind of leave and follow us if they actually know, now you've shielded it, they won't know we've gone. Yeah, you're probably right.
I would prefer you kill them.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just go kill some people for you because that's what we do is just kill people. No, we're not going to kill these people.
Why not?
They are they're clearly evil people, and yes, they just don't deserve what we have. But they don't deserve to die. They're just misguided.
Adventurers. Do what you want, just get them out of my forest.
What do we get in return? I feel like we're getting the shit end of this deal.
I think we get them off our back because they'll probably be tracking us if we don't deal with them.
He's got a point. To be honest, until you deal with this, I have a feeling that they're probably going to come after you. You, not me. Which is good.
Hey, we're all in this together now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if we were to stay in this hut, for example, they'll probably turn up at your door.
And now you're in the
Don't.
shit, and now you have to do something about it.
Don't test me, dwarf.
I wasn't testing you, I was making a point.
That's all right. Let him hide in his little hobbit hole here, and we'll go rid his forest of these usurpers. Thank you very much, Radolf. You've been a tremendous help. These handy wraps that you put these in, that's gonna protect it, you think?
For a time, yes.
All right,
Okay.
and Mooney knows his.
How long?
Radar.
A few days?
Right,
Weeks?
I suggest a potential deal for us all. You can renew the warding on these boxes, alright? You can also track down weird, creepy locations using your mystic druid powers, whatever you do. So if we were to go and find the one at the castle, and then come back, by then do you think you might have found where the other one was?
Maybe? I don't know.
Well, you're the only one that seems to know how to find them.
Oh, they know how to find them as well.
Yeah, well, we
We'll see.
tried talking to them, but that didn't go so well.
I can imagine.
As for the fifth one, like they might have it by then anyway. But do you think we could possibly come back and get a ward on the fourth?
If I'm still here, yes.
Yeah,
I
that
only
seems to be
came
the
here
best.
to deal with the problem here, which apparently was slightly larger than I anticipated. I have no reason to stay here.
Where do you think you will go? Is there anyone who will find you?
I shall wait here. You won't find any otherwise.
Thank you for the druid fluid.
I'm glad you liked it. Ancient recipe. The secret ingredient is earthworms.
Taking note.
Oh, please tell me Mooney heard that.
Make it for
Merrick looks at this and he's genuinely go, oh, right, that's where I've been going wrong.
No, at this point, I'm the only one that's heard this. I look towards Radolf and I go, oh, that's the secret, is it?
He smiles.
With that, I tip my hat and walk out the door.
By the way, Corey,
So-
you did get a full rest, so you have full HP jerk.
Yeah.
Mooney, you try and hear, but it's a low whisper, unfortunately. So, you head out of Radoth's hut into the outside world. Zatar just kind of following. Not quite sure what's quite going on, but he follows nonetheless.
Right. Well, Satar, would you like to try out your axe on some cultists? Not the axe.
I don't know. Never killed anyone before. Do they deserve it?
Were you
That's
listening to him in there?
I kind of dozed off.
We try not to get into moral dilemmas.
Well,
These guys are bad.
right. You know the thing that we just fought and killed?
Yeah,
That thrashed
Them lot are trying to make more of them appear.
that is bad.
Yeah.
Okay. They sound like they need to die.
That was the conclusion we came to.
Not sure how.
You're not-
One final thing, Zatar.
What?
If there's one of them with a cloak and a staff and looks like a magic-y one, we might want to have a word with him, so try not to cut too many bits off him.
Kill him first, okay.
Well,
Try again.
no, it's...
As he
we'd
wanders
like
off.
Alright, I'll walk after.
As we're walking, I drop to a walk beside Mooney, and I say, it was earthworms. I'm only being a prick.
Oh, beautiful. I'll have to keep my eye out for some earthworms. Like, you don't look for them on the ground. How do you look for earthworms? You gotta dig them up?
Earthworms are in the earth. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know where to look for earthworms. Do you know where to look?
Yes, I believe I've not done much on earthworms, but I'm pretty sure, being 4 years old, I know how to get earthworms.
Fair enough.
I'm so surprised he did an insight check. Anyway, moving on.
I'm very trusting.
I was talking about Ragnar.
Let's see if I know how to get earthworms.
I'm sure you know how to get earthworms. I was more thinking you did insight checking when he told you to go and dig up earthworms. But what's happened has happened. Anyway, so
Oh no, fuck yeah. No, I just straight up believed him.
I know it's great.
Because he
I-
seems crazy enough.
I would like to use minor illusion to create an earthworm in my hand and offer it to Moni.
Oh, thank. Oh, Gina, don't play tricks on me. That's not nice. That's how Ultron got kicked out.
That sounds like. Who is this Ultron character you keep talking about?
Zatar, just relax. It's fine.
You're a strange bunch.
Ultron was the last guy that crossed us. We beat the shit out of him and left him in a prison.
Right.
I'm regretting my decisions.
If I can...
Well,
does anyone
right.
remember where the guy said these guys were? Now, I know it's to the east. Was it to the east, northeast, or the southeast?
He just said to the east.
To the east.
Right. Well, let's try and be a bit quiet and see if we can spot them first.
Should we check this building?
I think we should, yes. Your turn.
Yes. You make the check.
Right. It's a building.
So you look around, and this building was quite clearly once someone's home. Quite small, quite compact. There are a few ruined pieces of furniture knocking around, and you do, even with your terrible eyesight, you do see the corner of a small locked jewellery box poking out from the ruins of the bed.
Okay, again, not knowing much about traps and things, I kind of gingerly poke it with my sword and see if anything happens, and if nothing does, I pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. It is not locked. It is a very small, dark wooden, appears to be jewellery box.
Okay, I don't open it. I walk back out. Well, there's nobody in there, but I found that. And I hand it to Nitari, who happens to be closest.
Oh, okay. I will open it.
Okay. As you open it, you see inside a small, what appears to be a necklace. It's a simple gold necklace, thin chain, with a pendant with a tiny emerald in it.
I would like to ask Nathari and Gina to check it, see if it's cursed.
Yeah. I'm just, after I handed it over, I'm just moving on. I'm not really interested.
At this point, Zatar walks up. What is it you've got there?
A very nice necklace.
Is
so
it-
far.
Is it cursed? I feel like it's cursed.
Is it cursed?
Well, Gina, let's check.
What do I roll, Arcana?
Look! We can look at this stuff later. We're looking for bloody cultists!
Yes,
you look over
well-
at Gina, you do not sense any magic from it. Zatar says, May I take a look?
Sure.
Sure. I hand it over.
I keep a wary eye on him.
If Merrick
They do want
hears
it
that,
back.
he turns round and just looks on rather surprised. As from his experience, orcs would go, is it big, is it shiny? Yep. Now this is far too small.
Yeah, what's the interest in this necklace?
It's pretty.
It is indeed very pretty, but he takes the necklace out and he looks at he studies the box. I recognize this.
Is
Merrick's
this the
again
object that
looking
you seek?
amazed that an orc would recognise anything.
Is it?
It may be. I'm not
What
sure.
exactly is it?
Well, this is a necklace, obviously. This is a jewelry box.
Yes. I mean, what?
Well,
Are you
just
going to
let 'em
explain
hold on to
beyond
it.
that?
Do they mean anything to you?
Why are you looking at, why would you know or be interested in a necklace? That's not, I mean, an axe I can understand. But
are you asking him why he's interested in this? Like, that seems weird.
alright, I'm just surprised.
No, it seems like he has a deep connection with whatever this is.
He looks up, he kind of looks around you, he says, You have been truthful with me. I believe this is the village where I was born.
You were raised by humans?
No. But here I was born. I think. I don't know.
Can you tell us any more about this place, seeing as we're stuck here right now?
Not at all. I was not here long. I was searching for clues to my past.
Is that necklace a clue?
I think it might be. May I keep hold of it?
I'm happy with that.
If it's something personal to you, then yes.
You are
Of course.
most kind, thank you. He shuts it down, he pops the necklace in the box, shuts it and puts it into his pack. Very well.
Sure.
Thank you. Let us continue forwards. We have work to do. Apologies for the disruption.
They're not going anywhere.
You can almost see Merrick's worldview being slightly shaken at this point.
Speaking of them not going anywhere, rather than us looking for them, why don't we bring them to us? Why don't we cause a commotion to bring them this way?
I'd quite like the element of surprise.
Won't that be?
Not if they're running towards us, no.
Well, no, if we hide and then set up an ambush.
Well, that might work better than me trying to be quiet.
I mean, it's kind of the opposite of stealth. You know, like we make a lot of noise and get them to come find us.
Okay, so we can hide out in trees or a building or something like
Yeah.
that. What's
How
going
big
to...
is this place anyway?
You're not too sure.
What are we going to use to make the bang?
So-
I can use prestidigitation to increase the amplitude of my voice.
At the moment,
And I can use thaumaturgy to make a loud noise or something of the such, or even make my voice boom as well.
I can use minor illusion to make lights or something like that.
Or you could
Nothing
just
big,
set one of
but-
that trees on fire.
I would
like
prefer
that
that
idea.
we didn't.
Yeah, Radoth might be a little angry at that.
Yeah.
Oh
Indeed.
shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dwarves.
For me, trees kind of big things that you use to make stuff out of, or burn.
Zatar pats you on the head. It's okay, dwarf.
Wouldn't it be better to know where they are and
We-
so that we can tell where they are going to come from?
I think, can a couple of us have at least a scout about?
I agree with the old man.
I think our last person that was a scout, betrayed us. But I mean, if anybody feels stealthy, go ahead.
I am at home in the wilds. I can be sneaky if need be. I can.
And I
scout
can
the
cast
area
my
ahead.
blessing on someone.
If that's his wish, if you have strange magics to assist, I would happily accept.
I mean, it would be helpful.
Forgive me.
I
but
will cast my blessing on Zatar.
Okay.
Everyone,
Patting his arm.
everyone gets it but me.
That tingles. I shall look around. He stows Hugh on his back and drops into a crouch position, and he attempts to be
Right.
stealthy.
I look over towards Atar and say, well, if you know what you're doing, maybe you lead the way.
Wait here.
Right.
I shall return.
I follow.
I back up. to
As
Mooney
you
and
follow, he says, "I am fine on my own. I shall return."
But I want to look around too. So we're in a predicament.
Do as you will, old man. Roll me a stealth check, please. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
I quietly say to Mooney, you were right, lad. This is not like any orc I've ever met.
I'm telling you, you can't judge a book by its cover. Look at Gina.
Mooney, do you remember what happened in, Lady Elderleaf house?
Listen, you taught me that you can't judge a book by its cover. You said it not 20 minutes ago.
Well, yes, but you don't have to point at me every time you want to make an example.
She's kind of like other gnomes I've met. Like they're small, they tend to have magic-y things. They're nice and chirpy. I get on well with gnomes.
Yeah.
We had one. When I grew up, is nice little
All right,
chap.
Merrick, it's not story time right now. Well, let's let us see if Ragnar and Zatar get back.
Well, whilst they're doing that, Merrick generally rambles.
Yeah.
So, Merrick, Natari, Gina, and Mooney. You see Zatar and Ragnar disappear around a corner, heading off into the rest of the ruined village of Thunder Tree. Ragnar and Zatar creep forward silently, seeing what lurks beyond in the rest of this village. And that is where we will end today's session. So, yeah, that's that. So I hope you enjoyed it. We'll pick up next week. I think we're on next week as per normal. Hopefully Harbour won't be pissed that I revealed half of his backstory, but he'll be fine. I helped him write it, so it should be okay. But yeah, next session we get to find out what the rest of Thunder Tree has to offer for you, and maybe even have a trip to Cragmore, fight something that isn't possibly a demon. So for those watching on the stream, and for you as well, Harbour, when you watch this back, which I'm sure you will, probably won't actually, but whatever. Thanks very much, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.